the more it's going to push down the sound. So if we have this as a 10 to 1, that means if 10 decibels over the threshold go, then only 1 will come out, which is a huge cut in volume, right? Whereas in like 1 to 1 is absolutely nothing. 2 to 1 is soft, and so on. So let's see this same sound, but let's set the ratio. Let's set it all the way. Let's just send it to 20 to 1, but we need to make sure this threshold is set pretty low for this to actually work. So, and I'm going to turn up, well, we'll talk about the volume later. All right, so let's record this. Now let's see this one. Again, I would turn up the volume. And let's see, here's the original, and here's the new one. Now, let's do that same thing, but let's set the ratio to 2 to 1. No, let's just do like 5 to 1 and record. And let's compare the two. So again, turn up the volume, boom. A little more. All right. So this one needs to go down just a little. Just so we want basically the peaks to be the same. Now, some things you'll notice, this is a subtle difference, but definitely these are quieter. Between, this was the large amount of compression, this was the 10 to 1, and then this was the 5 to 1. So we're seeing a lot less gain in the 5 to 1 here. There's not too much difference in the louder parts, except you'll notice the tail ends, the tail ends kind of change between the two, right? We're getting more volume out of the quieter parts of those tails. So that's what the ratio is doing. It becomes super obvious when you do infinite to 1, which is basically a brick wall. In other words, the volume, once it passes that threshold, are just cut off straight to be to output 1 decibel. So if you were over 50 dB, you're only getting 1 dB out. You got to be careful here because it can sound pretty like compressed and pushed down. But let's just see that one. Let's turn up the volume. And look how much louder that is compared to the 5 to 1. Right? We have the same peak values, but yet we're getting a lot more of the quieter parts are coming out.